Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Stellaris. This time we're resuming after a brutal, disgusting Xeno space dragon destroyed our glorious 20-sized world. We were just beginning to claw back from our I kind of induced my own shitty start by kind of having preferences for big, delicious worlds. So we're kind of hoping we can terraform Tampere, but unfortunately the Tampere is right next to a bunch of ugly Xenos, so we're kind of screwed here. But I'm hoping we can pull through and get our act together. So I don't even know where to start from this. We just kind of had a rough start going on here. But anyway, I want to start having these aliens, our commanders, explore to the west and to the south. And then I want to also have you go into Eliospone and start building some more frontier outposts. We also should probably get a construction worker on Tar Valem, just in general starting to build up defenses here. I think it might also be a good idea to start upgrading our ships as well, so we'll have this on like normal speed or maybe even fast, and then we can go ahead and start working on our ships. So we just recently got a destroyer, so I think we're going to... Okay, we don't really have anything to replace these with. These are fine so far, but let's start working on our destroyer. Our Gladius, okay, I think that's a very fitting... Oh, actually, here it is. That was the old model. But I think this is fine. Maybe we can even get like a medium weapon slot here and then just install another laser. I kind of want to be balanced here, but I know I am a bit rusty, so if you guys see any foolish mistakes, please correct me. But for now, I think this is fine. We really need to work on upgrading our fleet capacity because we're still stuck at 20. So let's hope we roll some good techs here. More physics research. Unfortunately, it's not looking like we're getting too good of techs here. Let's go ahead and get this chemical plant and then see. All right, we've got some fleet academy. Give me something good. Oh, and we do have naval capacity. And I think they must have changed psionic theory because this Empire Sprawl was a lot less punishing. So let's get this juicy plus 30 naval capacity. And then we can move on to the space combat perk, because we have gotten really unlucky with rolling those. So I'm really hoping we find something out to the west here, and then we also find something to the south. We have Tampere, so let's go ahead and start improving relations with our allies here. We also have our colony ship waiting. What is this ship here? Okay, you can go ahead and work on this. Excavate that site because you're not really doing anything, and then I think you should be able to start scanning these systems. Alright, you need to improve this, and then we probably need to start working on our Empire Sprawl soon. Let's go ahead and go to our ally here, the Space Rock Unicorns, and see if we can improve some relations here. Okay, looks like they still only have one colony, so they're at a bit of a slow start like us. But I think we also... Okay, they somehow have more, or a larger pop size or something. But they are fairly good allies because they do have larger fleet strength. And they are xenophile, which means they are going to be a lot more friendly. So let's go ahead and see if we can offer a trade deal to them. They were a bit squeamish and not very receptive to trading energy credits. Let's hope they'll be a bit different. Oh,
Construction finalized.
okay, let's just go ahead and see. Sorry for the background noise. We have a ton of minerals, so let's just see. Do you want any of this? No, you don't. Okay, you hate us. Okay, minerals are utterly useless to them. Let's see if they want any food. Okay, they do, even though they don't really eat food, so we'll just give them the surplus. And I don't really think we can trade with these guys over here, so maybe we can get lucky. Can we even trade? Oops, that's make claims. We do not want to do that. Alright. Can you give us some energy credits? Like one? No, you hate us. Okay. We're definitely not going to get that, but I just remembered we do have an internal market. So I think we can sell some of these minerals here. Okay, let's just sell 10,000. I mean, they're just sitting there. They're not really doing anything. And now we can colonize Tampere. For some reason, I thought we needed a tech to get this to Arid, and we may have in the past, but I think it just takes longer and more energy. So once we colonize or terraform Tampere, we will send a colony ship. And you know what, just in anticipation of that, let's go ahead and send you down here because it will be quite the journey. So once that is terraformed, we want to settle immediately. And speaking of settling, I've kind of been looking around for ancient Assyrian names. It's kind of been harder than I anticipated, but it's kind of just been neat to scroll through the Wikipedia pages
System
and look for
resources
interesting
analyzed.
names for the colonies. But we do have a new faction. The Xeno Awareness Institute. I'm loving this. They're probably xenophobic. Let's go see this. Where is this? Factions. The Xeno Awareness Institute. Oh, okay. They're not. I thought it was just a pun. Like, we're aware that Xenos are filthy, disgusting animals, but it's actually unironically about caring about Xenos. We've also encountered new aliens. Okay, I was a bit worried because this looked like a fairly juicy desert world, but apparently it's not. But these aliens are building very quickly, so we want to quickly pick up the pace here. And then, of course, our colony ship is moving down. Alright, this should be colonized in a few years here, but I'm just glad we started on it, and this should also be a good generalist world as well. Alright.
Construction finalized.
What are you doing here? Okay, you're building your starbase. Alright, and you need to get back to work here. Okay. Alright, and once I don't know what we're going to do about this dragon, but we need to get a handle on it ASAP. This planet doesn't really interest me. They're probably going to claim it anyway, so I want to get started on this planet over here. They're probably going to claim that planet, so let's just quickly get to this planet and see if we can block them off. I think this might be the end of the star system, though I'm not too sure. Not the star system, but the pathway. Alright, we definitely have some aliens here. This is like a moon. It's super, super small. But we should be building for some time there. Let's hope we can break away out into the system over here to the west. And what are you guys doing here? Okay. Get to work on that. And we do have some nice moats over here as well. I just wanted to briefly check on Assur. Let's see here. Okay, I think they're fine for jobs. We have a fairly good amount of jobs available. So we can probably afford to build another city district here. And then later we can even probably build an ecumenopolis and start refining things. So we are low on consumer goods, and we are low on energy. I don't really think building an energy grid would be too useful. We only have like one actual, what am I thinking? We have one actual like power station or whatever, or generator district. So let's go ahead and get some civilian industries to convert the minerals, and then also some alloy foundries. Alright, let's also start a new tradition here. We can check out the archaeological site. This is tough because I've been eyeing prosperity, harmony, and diplomacy. I don't know if we want to build a federation yet. I don't know how receptible the unicorns would be to a federation. So, prosperity. I don't know if we need to build things faster. But that city stuff would be good if we do go down an ecumenopolis route. Okay. Diplomacy. We might want to form a federation. That could be a good idea. Market fee. Protection. This is a bit of a toughie. Meter lifespan, the time it takes from play to mode, governing ethics, attraction. We don't really have any problems with governing ethics attraction, so... Ooh, this is a toughie. You know what, I think we'll start on prosperity, and then if possible we might continue down the diplomacy route, but anyway, we have an archaeological dig here. Landing teams were sent down to the surface of 8th Elthine. What is this? 8 and captured our first close range, sorry, I'm not that good with Roman numerals, but they captured our first close range look at the world and its windswept, deserted cities. They are old, weathered, by exposure and neglect, but mostly intact with no signs of destruction. Of the inhabitants, there is no trace. Alright, looks like there was some kind of mass migration, and I think this is the Zroni, not too sure. Actually, I take that back. This is not the Zroni, I think it would say something about a colony if it was. This is just unrelated to that. But we do have a small Arctic world here. Unfortunately, it's not that big. We do have a bigger Arctic world over here. And then unfortunately, we had to have the Space Dragon hatch out of our perfect 20 pop generator, soon-to-be generator world. I heard there were some. I was actually checking into that. Looks like we found some robots. Okay. They don't look too mean. If they were like determined exterminators, that would be horrible. But I guess we could be friends with them. Okay, they're not assholes. So let's just see the extent of their empire. Oh, they're down here actually. So those Xenos over to the west of us are still unknown, but they are a bit suspicious. Okay, I don't know why they hate us. Okay, we're allied to the rivals, so of course they hate us. And they do have a huge, overwhelming fleet strength. Okay, you're superior. Okay, you're overwhelming. Alright, we need to start working on that. Speaking of which, this is actually a great time to do that. Alright, let's go ahead and upgrade you guys, and then we're also going to build some Corvettes. So I think we can afford to go ahead and build what? How close are we to researching that? Okay, we have 66 months, we're actually far away, but let's go ahead and build some Corvettes. And of course, you've closed your borders to us. Alright. Man, everyone just hates us. But since we're here, let's go ahead and get some kind of energy grid. And then we can get... What was I thinking? We can get some destroyers here.
Construction finalized.
Okay. Let's get... How many destroyers do we want? I'm thinking 5. And then that should at least make us a bit more tough. Okay, we have a really nice trading spot here if we could build a Starhold, just because it connects to so many systems. And you are still building. There's a lot of stuff to build here. Okay, that Alpine world isn't too big, unfortunately. Alright. Though the nice thing about not having too many colonies is that we have more space to expand. So there is a bit of an upside to that. Okay. Let's just at least secure this choke point so they can't go into both of our systems here. We also want to create a buffer zone for our colony, just in case they do decide to invade. Alright, down we go. The investigation into Althene 7's missing population has made a breakthrough. Large sealed shield doors leading to a deep tunnel network. New Xenos, alright. To a deep tunnel network stand as proof that the entire species started to move underground at some point. Cross-examination was with geological and meteorological data indicates... God, I keep getting interrupted. Indicates that the entire planet was gripped by a sudden onset ice age, perhaps triggered by a shift in axial tilt, which likely triggered the migration. Right. And you are unknown Xenos, so they might be to the south of us. But that's probably a research ship, right? No, it's just some weird crystal thing. Okay. But strangely enough, it's not attacking us, so we'd probably know if it was hostile because it was B-red. So it's just some random crystal, which is interesting. Alright, primordial soup. Okay, +3 society research there.
Complete.
Alright, and we're going to be a bit over, but the cap should be fine.
System resources
and you are randomly scanning, that's okay too. Alright, please give me another juicy planet. Alright, slowly but surely we are coming along here. And I'm probably going to predict, or it's probably likely that we have a planet here. Oops. Who are you? Okay, it looks like they're hostile amoeba, but they don't look to be moving, so it's probably nothing to be worried about. So this is actually a good time for a screenshot. Alright, screenshot taken. Should be a good thumbnail, but let's quickly get out of there, and then you can explore here. Or let's just see where the automatic
System
survey takes you.
resources
Okay, you're going over
analyzed.
there. Right, but thankfully we managed to escape. They just seem to be sitting there. So you can
Construction
continue
complete.
exploring there. And you can build that science node right here. Okay. We do have another slot for a trading outpost, so let's get you on duty here. Just build another outpost. And I think we might want to build something here, just for that extra trading, that juicy trade yield. Okay. We also have some rare crystals here, which could be exploited. Alright. We will gather these specimens, even though I know that's one of the quests I will definitely not complete. But let's just speed up here. Oops, there we go. The expedition has returned with a sad tale to tell. Thousands of years ago, the planet's core temperature dropped precipitously, forcing the population underground in search of... Okay, we also gained some stuff. Forcing the population underground in search of heat, energy, and resources. Stop bothering me. What do you want? Do we even have gas? +5 energy? I don't even know if we have that. Even if we do, I don't think it's worth to go through it. But, okay, in a minute, in a minute hand-dug tunnel in the very deepest shaft, far past the sublevel where the last digging machines lay broken down and abandoned, a single, fossilized molluscoid cadaver was found, really piling on the adjectives here. A recorded message was found in which it claimed to be the last of its kind. It was cold and alone, and it was ready to give up. Well, that is very depressing. Alright, we have unfortunate news because the robots have aligned with these very annoying Xenos. Hopefully they do not ally with them. But a non-aggression pact is certainly concerning. I don't know if we can sabotage that. We don't really have spies yet. That should be in the next update. But let's go ahead and get the increased energy credits. We are lacking, for a better word. But we can go ahead and build a station there. And you... Okay, keep surveying. Alright. And you are on your way. It definitely does take a while to get over here. I think our stronghold should be operable very soon. Alright. Thankfully the game hasn't slowed down too much, so it's nice to know the devs are kind of on top of their improving the game maintenance, or at least how it improving how the game handles things seems to be on top of the devs to-do list, which is great to see. I built that trade hub, and we found pirate treasure. Nice. I wonder if we can use these artifacts yet. We even have something like... Okay, traditions and relics. Oops. Detected. What do we have here? But we can gain some unity here. Okay. So I don't like Xenos, so we're definitely not getting Xenophile stuff. Okay. What are you doing here? Okay, let's investigate those techs, see if we find anything juicy. And we found some more Xenos. Great. Okay, and there is also an ethics shift. Okay. I don't know if these guys are not spiritualists. Okay, these guys are spiritualists, so it doesn't really matter. They still hate us either way. And we have some new research. New crystal mines. Great. And we have civilian fabricators. So this should be very useful because we can turn minerals into consumer goods now. And I think we need to get on top of this. Build the mining stations there. And unfortunately we have not found any more planets that are habitable over here. Okay. And what are you doing? Build here. Alright, we have some really juicy moats over here. Some nice strategic resources. We still haven't patched that hole though over here. Okay, what do you want? What is that? No, thank you. I don't even know what that is, and we're kind of low on energy, so I don't think we can afford to make that gamble. Alrighty. Now, what does our capital need? Okay, you're low on amenities. Okay, I can't really do anything about that right now. And we found an interesting old caravaneer ship. Okay.
Construction complete.
Then you are still exploring. Great. Alrighty. You are still building there. And we found a sizable Arctic world. This is actually great news. Okay. Finish this soon, and then we should be able to box these aliens in here. Right, we found another one. They are pious, so... Okay. Oh, they're xenophobes, though, so... Okay, you're spiritualist. Alright, you're just going to tell us to fuck off, and... Okay. This meeting is definitely not a blessing because you are a xenophobe, so I guess we share the same divine heritage. Alright, you are down here. Let's just see quickly. What are the relations here? Okay. They are negative 30, so let's just quickly see if we can improve relations before they close their border off with us. And it looks like they don't have that many friends. Okay, they do have a defensive pact. They take that back. But they would be a nice friend, and it looks like their slots for friends are fairly open. I don't know the specific terminology for that, but it looks like they could use another friend. Okay, we found the Interstellar Eek-Nur-Val League. They are xenophobes as well, and egalitarian, so they definitely won't like us. Alright, I speak on behalf of the Interstellar Eek-Nur-Val League. Definitely an interesting name. We are a democratic nation, okay, they will not like us, committed to upholding the individual freedoms of our citizens in a galaxy full of alien horrors. They definitely will not like us. Our elected leader, President Impo, warns you not to interact with our citizens. Okay, they definitely do not like us. Okay, they are closing their borders, I can guarantee you.
Construction finalized.
Yep, okay. Thankfully, they are fairly powerful here, and they have 6 colonies. I just want to quickly see how many colonies these Xenos have. Okay, 5. We are behind. Our rival only has 4, though, so that's not saying much, seeing as we only have 2, but we need to catch up with our game here. Thankfully, the West looks fairly uncolonized, and untamed. Alright, magnetic reversal, interesting. And what is this? Okay. Unfortunately, we have some poor mineral yields here. Okay, that's not too good, but it is a fairly juicy planet. And yeah, that's just not too good. Alright, that's unfortunate about the reduced yields here, but I think it does mean we do have more city districts, so I could be wrong about that though. Let's go ahead into the Regafa system and colonize that. And I think we'll just leave this here as contested space. Alright, this starport is built now though, so let's go ahead and get a full trading company, and then trade should be a lot more safer. Okay. I also want to go ahead and upgrade our starport here, our starhold, into a bigger star fortress. Let's go ahead and get some of this juicy tech here. Oops, I didn't click on it. There we go. Okay, let's hope we find at least one colony around here. And then we can hopefully filter that trade back into our home system.
System resources analyzed.
Okay. And you are... Alright, these are there. Okay, so hopefully we can make friends with them. They probably won't want to join a federation, but finding a new friend would be nice. Let's also pursue some better military tech and try to move on from here. Alright. Oh, they really want to trade with us. Okay. We'll accept your deal, just leave me alone, please. Alright. I don't even know where that added energy to, but hopefully it's within our system. That might be the spot, I'm not too sure. Oh my god. Why do you people keep coming to me? Just leave me alone. God, no, I do not want you edict. I did not say I wanted you edict. God, these people are just the death of me. Okay, well these Xenos are probably the death of me, but yeah, oh lord, they have 8 colonies, so they're definitely chugging along. I think we only have 40 diplo strength, but okay, why are you such an asshole? Alright, it appears that a mischievous third party was able to hack into the okay, there's literally been Xeno hacking in our envoys, so looks like there's been some kind of collusion, but it appears that a mischievous third party was able to hack into the translation software of the Kosh Khan envoy to Nineveh. Tifus, what is this? Tilu Saif, so that instead of uttering magnanimous platitudes, they began spewing vicious insults. I love this game. That left none unscathed. The malfunction in their equipment was duly uncovered, but not before God Emperor Alexander I was declared to be a vile beast, a grave insult which surely calls for a response. God. Okay, we do have this funny modifier here. Okay, apparently they like to joke around, so let's just make a comedy show out of that. Let's increase our administrative capacity and get an administrative park. I wish you could kind of queue these researchers, or these research techs, but I think they're kind of re-rolled with each trade. Okay, we've met a trading enclave, and you are freed up. So go ahead and move to here. It will kind of just be backtracking to the system and continuing to build around it, which is why a planet here would be really nice. Also why a ring world here would be fairly suitable. But with the increased fleet capacity, I think we want to join these two groups here. Alright, go ahead and merge. And we have a much better fleet here with 5 corvettes, 15 corvettes, 5 destroyers, and 1 caravan cruiser. So your strength is 1.9k, not too shabby. I think the Xenos are still superior here, but we are catching up a bit. So speaking of which, we are a bit low on jobs here and housing. So I think we want to build a few more agrarian districts here, and that'll help us get a grip on our food situation as well as the housing situation.
System resources analyzed.
Alright, you continue exploring, and then hopefully we can quickly move to colonize this world and...
Construction finalized.
Actually, you know what, just skip this process. Let's quickly build a station here. We can then begin terraforming, and then we can backtrack and start building around that system. Okay, you are still terraforming, you are very close. Let's try to get that planet colonized by the end of our episode, or at least begin the colonization process. And then we can really start taking advantage of our expansion edicts. Alrighty. I'm just glad that we're finally catching up. We kind of did have a poor start, but that was kind of due to my decisions. But this is interesting. We have the birth of the galactic community. This is definitely one of my favorite parts of the Federation's DLC, and we will definitely be joining just because I love the drama the community kind of starts. But we've discovered a ton of other Xenos here. Alright, who are you? All of these interesting people. Right, another authoritarian, because this kind of reveals everything, kind of like the World Congress in Civ 5. You are also an authoritarian. Of course, they all spawned away from us, so they do seem to be fairly friendly. We do not have that many envoys, so who are you? Okay, you are also, okay, you're a xenophobe and you're egalitarian, but you are pretty big. And you are, okay, you definitely won't like us. So this seems to be everyone. It looks like there weren't too many Xenos here, but it looks like the Orbulon Trading Consortium will be blocking us out. This seems to be a lot of free and open wild space, so I don't know if there are egalitarians here. Let me just count the amount of people, the empires. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because this one is a bit disjointed. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that should be all of us. Though this one I didn't even know about. Okay, these guys are a bit smaller, and they're a bit more contained. So, what is our population? Okay, we have 463, and I can just add up here. We have 48 here, and 23. So we have about around 70. We're definitely on the smaller side. Some of the bigger empires, like our enemies here, seem to have 133, so we have a lot of catching up to do. But that is kind of the fun part of your game, kind of reforming your empire, and just seeing how well you can do. Alright. But we do have some more expansion areas, so that's great to see. Okay. Do we have another construction ship? We do back here. I kind of forgot about this guy. Sorry. And we have you here. You're building. Alright. And we have an ocean world. Unfortunately, it's a bit small. But maybe we can start trading with some of the Xenos for some good mineral deals. Let's just go ahead and check the Galactic Senate here. The Senate is in recess, but it will quickly join. I think we do want to form a galactic market. So the galactic community seems to be around this here, right? Are you against that, or how do I see if they're against it? This is definitely a fun part, though, because you can really see everyone interacting and kind of turn the galactic community around for something just by kind of currying favor and whatnot. But I think this is just people generally supporting the bill, so this will definitely be received well. Let's just see the supporters. Okay, so that is everyone supporting it. Alright. But the person with the biggest diplomatic favor seems to be you over here, Hisukar Manufacturing, who is an enemy. But we may be able to find common ground. It makes sense that they're voting for a galactic market as they are a megacorp, and they would probably like increased trade. But it's nice to see. I think our heir has gained some new skills. Alright. Mahesh. Okay. Those are some nice traits. Okay. And you, what are you doing there? Okay. Unfortunately, another commander has died, an admiral, but we will improve or replace him with, what is this? Okay, I think ship weapons range is good, so we will get Teresa here, Akalafa. Does not sound too Assyrian, but that doesn't really break my RP too much. Alright, let's get the decreased building upkeep, and then we're going to really try to work our way to the more efficient cities. Right, we have some more research here, and we have civilian fabricators. Okay. I think we want to also get some alloy megaforges just to get our industry up and running. Okay, and the agrarian districts have created some more jobs. Alright. So you finish that, and then I want to get you over here to build some crystal factories. Okay, or crystal mining stations. Alright, I also want you to explore this little system over here, just in case we have a forlorn planet just sitting out there. We probably don't, but I just want to get on top of things. Alright, we completed the terraforming of Tampere. Here we go, a nice, beautiful, arid world, unfortunately. Actually, that is not the one with the decreased rocky stuff, the decreased mining facilities. So I think that's the other one that we're going to terraform. But where's this colony ship? Okay, here you are. Let's just see it real quick. Okay. The Senate is also now in session. So I think we're going to colonize this, and then next episode, just to leave you guys on a cliffhanger, we will begin discussing some Senate politics. But for now, I think we want to colonize this planet here, and then I'm going to take a quick screenshot because I changed my mind. I think we'll use this for the thumbnail, and then we can save the amoebas for something later. But I just want to take a quick screenshot, so forgive me for the cut. Alright, so now that we have the colony ship here, let's found our third world. I think I want to name it Kelashin, and I think that is a modern city in Iraq now, but I believe it was an Assyrian stronghold. And again, I want to name things after original Assyrian settlements, not strongholds that were conquered. So if you have any ideas for some planet names, let me know. But that should be finished by our next episode. It'll take 2 years to complete, but I definitely think it will be well worth it. Right, now you can finish this research district here, and I think that will be the end of today's episode. So this will be episode 6. I hope you guys enjoyed the new Stellaris Let's Play and are enjoying it so far. Tomorrow I should have some more informative content on the next Civilization 6 update, some speculation about Vietnam, so if you like that kind of stuff, stay tuned. Otherwise, I should have some more Stellaris content updated or out in the future. So if you like this episode, leave a like, hit the notification bell, and subscribe for more Stellaris content if you haven't subscribed already. Right, a new peace offer. We'll get to that in the next episode just for another cliffhanger. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, or a great start to your week. And I also hope to see you guys later. So this has been Civic Extraordinaire, and peace. Alright, see you guys.